So, after a very painful victory, all of a sudden, things are changing around here. I guess we just destroyed the Shadow Lord's domain. And ended up here over here. It looks like we're back where we started. But it also looks like there's a lot of specters lurking around. Yeah, we're kind of shocked by what we see. But hey there, Mr. Bakul. Are you alright? We are. I am. Yeah, it'll still take a long time to figure out every mechanic of this stupid place. She's merely sleeping. It remains to be seen if she'll give us a fight when she wakes. Okay, so yeah. We found Prishi. She doesn't have her boxing gloves on anymore, I guess after we beat her. Yeah, come around there, young lady. Ah, she stirs. Hello there. How creeped out will she be by a two-headed lizard? A two-headed lizard trying to take a bite out of me, huh? A scrawny thing like you will barely make a snack. Besides, we don't eat people. I don't think she believes you. Well, at least we convinced her to pacify. Sorry, I'm a little on edge. No kidding. Especially with those creepy boxing gloves you had? If you've no quarrel with us, we've none with you. We only wish to talk. What will we talk about, though? Also, hello there. Can they really be trusted? Well, as good as can under the circumstances. I should know better than to judge people based on their appearance. It's fine. We're an intimidating specimen. You certainly are. I'm Prishi, by the way. Nice to meet you. Yeah, we've already been introduced to you. I guess I have to introduce myself as well. There we go. Ah, thank goodness. Oh. Alright, but cool, Jaja. Shall we complete this? There is much of this we don't understand, but what we do understand is the battle is won. For now, at least. What would otherwise have been a struggle proved a decisive victory against the Dawn Seven's Shade and the rest of those fiends. That is to say, thank you for your help, Mathia. No problem. Yeah, this nightmare is over as we take 5,000 gil for our reward. Alright, let's get back at it. So now let's go ahead and speak with Prishi as we start to take on the epilogues of this particular start of the story arc. We'll go ahead and speak with her to take on her next quest entitled It All Began with a Stone. Prishi is almost definitely probably certain you are standing in Juno. What were your names again? Oh, we didn't introduce ourselves? Yeah. Allow me to introduce myself and they'll introduce themselves. Mathia and Bakul Jar Jar, right? Wait, a male Mithra? Well, now I've seen everything. Wait, male Mithra? So, obviously, in Final Fantasy XI, which is the inspiration for this raid, I guess there are only cat girls. Meaning If you play as a male Mikote, you actually get a unique line. Wow. Jeez. Oh, Japan, what is it with you and cat girls? Yeah, this is news to us. So then how are they reproduced in Final Fantasy XI, the cat girls? If you're done with this small talk, would you mind explaining why you attacked us? What in the world are you talking about? You saw us as monsters. Don't play the fool with us. You were spouting nonsense about us being Taurus and nearly killed a man on your rampage. Well, I do recall fighting Taurus not long ago to protect Olmia. Olmia? Yeah, that was mentioned before we came in here. A friend of hers, you say? That's all well and good, but she was addressing Galjul Jaja's shade with that name. The incantations needed to summon it are said to be on a much older magic, one capable of clouding people's minds. If our enemy is skilled enough to summon Galjul Jaja, it stands to reason such tricks are not beyond them. Meaning young Prishi here was likely tricked into believing the Shade was this Olmia person. So what do we do? So it was all an illusion then? It started to come back to me. There was someone who warned me that a dear friend needed my protection. Yeah, obviously this Olmia. He was blue like your left head, and he gave me these bizarre weapons. Yeah, the boxing gloves. Blue like me? I usually fight with my fist, but I didn't think twice to accept what they gave me. I suppose the magic's to blame. In any case, I hope the real Olmia hasn't been dragged into all this. Can you tell us anything about the one you thought was your Olmia? Where they may be hiding, perhaps? Well, that I could, but when I got here, I was all by my lonesome. Here being where, exactly? Yeah, you gotta recognize where exactly we're located here. And spotting all the shadowy specters. Juno! At least, I think this is Juno. There was never anything here like that before. It's mostly empty, but there are a few people lingering about. If you know where to look, maybe they can tell us something. Hopefully they do have information to give us. Go with Prishi and see what you can learn of this place and the whereabouts of that shade. We'll remain here and keep watch on this rift. Fair enough. So yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that moment where Prishi has never seen a male version of the Final Fantasy XIV or the Final Fantasy XI cat girls, that definitely needs to be clipped. But yeah, we can get out of battle attire now and just speak with Prishi. Right then, let's have a look around. Oh, and we should probably stop by the Ten Shodo as well. It's in the back of Neptune's spire across the way from the fountain. Prishi is now accompanying you. You can leave her behind or whatever, so... But of course we won't do that. So there is 4 people to speak to, beginning with an elven adventurer. Oh, good. I was hoping to run into you two. I don't wish to be overly forward, but why were you speaking with that Mamul Jaw earlier? More importantly, what was it doing here? They would never dare venture beyond the shores of Aradia, unless... My gods, has Galjul Jaja laid siege to Atorgon? Is Juno next to fall? So Galjul Jaja's originally from Final Fantasy XI? I thought he was an original character. I don't know anything about sieges or invasions, but that Mamul Jaw over there is a friend of mine. There ain't nothing for you to worry about. Poor man's probably more confused than we are about all this. No kidding. Alright, let's keep looking around. Let's speak with a Hume adventurer. You're new to Juno, aren't you? I can tell by the way you were taking in the sights. The city was built upon Heaven's Bridge, connecting the 2 great continents of Quan and Mindatia. you'll find that there's an upper and lower level, a port, and the administrative plaza of Rulud Gardens. But not RuPaul Gardens? At least you would have before. All ways in and out of Lord Juno appear to be blocked or cut off. Yeah, not good.
The situation here is worse than I thought.
Yeah, it is. Does seem that way. Alright, onward. So yeah, back over here is this peculiar goblin. I believe if we speak with him right now, we can, yeah, get the sheet music exchange. So, whenever you get sheet music from clearing the raids here in Dawntrail, you can get an option of one of these 11 songs. So I have gotten one with Rika already, but obviously I have a long way to go in order to get all 11 of these things. So I really don't know which one of these I want. I'll just take the battle theme for now. And then I'd also pick up the Shadow Lord Triple Triad card, so I might as well add that to my collection. Alright, let's continue. So around the corner over here we find a Mithrin Adventurer. So yeah, here's where the cat girls are. And you have a... I was about to say, are you wearing a veil? But no. It's a fancy hat, but it doesn't have a veil.
Well, well, I thought I knew all the Mithra who traveled through here of late. Where are you from, stranger?
Well, I could tell you, but you probably wouldn't believe me.
Gridania? Can't say I've heard of it. Most folk passing through hail from Sandoria, Bastark, or Windhurst. Considering the present state of Juno, though, seems strange it's becoming a common occurrence. I'd be lying if I said I'd heard of your homeland either, but that's not important now. At times like this, we need to know who can be trusted.
And yeah, obviously they wouldn't be familiar with Gridania. And obviously they would mention your starting hub city, depending on where your character began. And of course, since you guys know me, you know that as a Lancer in Dragoon Main, Gridania was my starting city. Now I need to make my way over here somehow. I can just remember how to make it. Yeah, through this door. Okay, so yeah, here's the 10 Shoda that Prishi was talking about. You press against the wall, but it refuses to budge. Yeah, it's because it's roped off.
Won't open? Then I guess we won't be meeting Aldo. He's head of the Ten Shodo. When the world's in danger, he's always there to lend me a hand.
Reminds me of my friends the Scions. Yeah, it's a shame I can't meet them. Maybe in a future raid?
I'm sure the two of you would have gone along famously. Unfortunately, we're on our own here. Whatever's happening here, these people are just as bewildered as we are. We should go back and find Bakul Jar Jar, see if he's noticed anything.
Alright. So, back outside we go. And there's also a spot for me to chat with Prishi with, but I think I'll just skip these. Alright, Bakul. Returned at last, with answers, I hope. Probably not. So we're truly in this Juno, as she says. But I've traveled all over Tyrol and never heard of a Juno or Sandoria or any of those other places.
What in Altana's name is Tyrol? I thought all you Marmol Jar are from Aradia.
Oh, and in the meantime, our mysterious self arrives. Prishi, you're alright! Yeah, and the two of you can be reunited. And she has you to thank, I'm sure. Indeed she does.
Thanks for caring, I guess. And who are you exactly?
Yeah, not even he knows yet. Yeah, I thought he was a friend of yours, because he's the one who asked me to go and look for you.
I appreciate the concern, but I've never seen him before in my life.
Aw, man. Aw. How can you say such a thing? Oh wait, you actually do know who she is?
I mean, you do look like the sort I might know, but I'm drawing a blank. What was the name, mister?
Oh, yeah, we still don't know that. My name is... You must be the one they found wounded in the Skydeep cenote. Well, we have to call you something. Yeah, we do. Yeah, a pseudonym for now. How about Oxal? Vagabond in the Mamulja tongue. Though it may be closer to adventurer and Matthias Eosian, nicely chosen, brother. Oxal it is. That does have a rather nice ring to it. Oxal it is, Jinx. And so where are we exactly? This is Juno.
Juno, or at least a close approximation. Surely you remember this place, don't you?
It does feel familiar. What's so special about this place anyway? And where did that dumb shade get off to? None of this makes any sense. It'll all make sense eventually. So later on... My, what a vexing predicament. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what? Yeah, we remember you. The first promise is aid.
Hey! That's the one that put me under a spell, I'm sure of it!
So the Bunamar sycophant yet lives. What are you doing here?
As you found me in a generous mood, I thought I might enlighten you as to the nature of this place. That is why you've come, isn't it?
Yeah, screw you, Surreal Jaw. Who are you gonna betray next?
The young lady is correct. This is the Grand Duchy of Juno. So we really are in Juno, and yet something about her feels so... off.
It wouldn't be all the shadows, would it? Because yeah, we are essentially in a shadow realm. And you're enjoying it.
I never said this is the real one. It is an imitation. A rather convincing one, I might add, which I created based on visions of another world.
Oh, so you're responsible for this?
You built this?
Yeah, after you got cut down?
That I did. While you and yours were holding the Dawntrail's coronation, Zerolja and I ventured to the gates of the Golden City. Everything was proceeding as planned. The gate's key was in our possession, the power to reshape the world within our grasp. Or so I thought.
Yeah, then you got stabbed in the back, quite literally.
In the eyes of the resilient sun, I was but a useless tool to be cast aside.
But in reality, we knew that you were gonna betray him and take the power and glory for yourself.
By all rights, I should have died when he struck me down. But once the chamber was empty, the gates still open, I saw my chance. What I found when I dragged myself across the threshold was an emptiness, a space beyond time. It was there in this dark expanse I beheld another world.
But obviously not living memory.
That world was called Vana'diel.
As we get to see in a whole bunch of pictures. Yeah, look at all these pictures. Of course, I've never played Final Fantasy XI myself, but of course there was also the Final Fantasy XI crossover event that has happened a few times over the years. Yeah, where we got to team up with the young lady.
What a load of rubbish! As if anyone would believe that everything and everyone here is little more than one of your toys.
Ugh. Like, what are you up to? Yeah, just kills one of the guys with the fireball. And Electrope is left behind.
He's turned to stone!
This is not good.
As I said, everything you see here is of my creation.
Much like we fashioned a Phantom of Golor Jar Jar for the feet of the Brotherhood, I was able to use our ceremonial tools to breathe life into my visions of Vana'diel. Under normal circumstances, my conjurings have only strength enough for a brief clash. With that stone, however, my magics are capable of so much more. Yikes. Isn't that what Zeralja used to build his army? Electrope, he called it. Birds of a feather, right? Even when betrayed. Electrope, you say? If you know its name, then I trust you also know these stones are possessed of immense power. Power enough for my creations to persist for as long as I please. Yeah, so basically he rules this place. Fortunate then that the world between worlds was filled with structures made from Electrope. More than I could ever hope for.
Wait, if everything we see here, everything we believe was from Vana'diel, is of your making, then am I?
Yeah, are you a fake? Are you a ghost? Codes, that would mean I am as well. Yeah, it's all a figment of his imagination. You? Yes, well, a trivial thread in the tapestry of my grand designs. And what a wondrous weave it will be, made possible by the endless possibilities gleaned in that walk of echoes. The memories buried there, those remnants of echoes, will shape my dreams into reality. Including this guy. I once believed that dream lay in Reziliant's son, but that bastard is dead to me. And quite literally dead. By my hand, Tural will have the greatest ruler the world has ever known. Yeah, either a reincarnation of the OG Dawn Servant, or himself. Yeah, this is messed up. I've made an admirable start, but my work is far from finished. Very soon, I will draw upon the echoes once more to summon the greatest beings of Vana'diel, and their strength will be made one with this magnificent shade. In other words, you're gonna create a monster that's even more monstrous than this thing. The reason and resolve which built the nation of Tuliolal, matched with the uncompromising tyranny that commanded the Mamulja of that world. Yeah, you'll never get away with this, I'll make sure of it. I won't let you sully the memories of Vana'diel, or if you won't listen to reason, then maybe you'll listen to my fists, or in this case, spear. That's the spirit. My preparations will take time, of course, but when I am ready, you can be certain I will call upon you to bear witness to my greatness. Ugh. Yeah, and off they go. Leaving us all alone. Well, that was quite a reintroduction. But cool, Jar Jar? What do you make of this? Damn it all. Just when I thought things couldn't become more complicated, making sense of Alexandria was trivial enough. But now we have this Vana'diel to deal with as well. I can only imagine how Prisha and Oxel must be feeling. Yeah, one can only imagine. What do you do when your very existence is called into question? Indeed. So, let's take our 2,000 gil and try and figure this all out. Alright, we'll just keep on going here. We'll speak with Alxal now, and take on our next quest entitled, That World Was Called Vana'diel. Alxal regards Prishe with a pained look in his eyes. Try as I might, I can recall nothing of my past to refute Serilja's claims. Prishe, on the other hand, seems to know everything of her past and who she is, yet to be told the memories of your life are not your own. I can only imagine how she must feel. Now's not the time to be disheartened. At least not here, anyway. I wouldn't trust anything might bear Serilja to be safe for long. Yeah. Or to remain functional. But now that he has all the electrope that he needs, let's return to Mamuk while we still can. My mother will want to know what we've seen here. Indeed. Time for us to get going. So yeah, we will be back here again someday. Let's head on back over to Mamuk. Oh, you really think so, Bubba? Well, of course, he does have the mystic side of his body, so that does make sense, I guess. Alright, so we're all back together again. There you are. I thought you should be the one to explain what happened out there in Dawntrail. Yeah, I gotta tell Milalja all about it. So, here's exactly all that went down, and how painful it was. So, sometime later. Wait, what do you make of this?
Not simply from another territory, but another world entirely? That explains much of the initial confusion between us.
My apologies for any trouble I may have caused, and thank you for taking me in. Yeah, I guess she's happy that he snatched the sword and shield off of the Mamulja guard and used it to protect us. Different worlds, and yet we seem to have so much in common. I cannot help but wonder what it is that links the two together.
What indeed? You mistook us for the Mamulja of your Vana'diel when we first met. May I ask what they are like?
Nothing at all like you and yours, even if they do bear a striking resemblance. There was a time when all the peoples of Vana'diel, the Mamulja included, knew peace. But a tyrant possessed of a terrible power claiming rulership over the Mamulja and turned them against us. Before we realized it, we were at war.
A tale similar to ours in a way. There were a few of us born with two heads grew to be immensely powerful. That power was used to justify our preeminence over all others.
But that is not who we are anymore. We can be better than our forebears. We will be better. Yeah, you have to. All of our hard work will be for nothing if Serilja succeeds in seizing the throne. Well, you're not one for aid in stopping him, I promise you that. Oh, keen to lend a hand, are you? I don't need to know who I am to know the right thing to do. Well said. My blade is yours. On my honor as an adventurer of Vana'diel, we will put an end to Serilja's schemes. Yeah, Prishi's not so sure.
If he were here, I'm sure he'd have done the same. Right then. We can worry about whether or not I'm real on another day. I'm not gonna stand around and let this Serilja piss all over the memories of my home. So, you can count me in too.
Excellent. Don't think you can forget about us. This all started in Dawntrail and we have a duty to keep our forest safe. Yes, indeed. Sariel Jar has left us without a trail to follow, but it's only a matter of time before he reveals himself to challenge Mathia once more. If you're to be ready, I think it prudent the two of you learn more of our world. An excellent idea, brother. We should start with Tuliolal and see to our own preparations while we're there. If you will meet us at the dirigible landing, we will see Prisci and Oxal to Tuliolal. Alright. Yeah, so that means going over into the Jabral side of the forest. So, first of all, actually, hold on. Oh no, they just want us to go to Tuliolal now. Yeah, the way they were saying it was make me go to the dirigible landing over in Yaktel. Nope, they want us to go to the dirigible landing in Tuliolal. The way that it was worded was that they said they'll see them safely to Tuliolal, so that made me think it was going over to the Yaktel dirigible landing first. Don't you mean make? Yeah, as everyone else survives.
Those balloon-powered airships are really something. I didn't expect the flight to be so smooth. So this is Tuliolal.
Yes, it is.
Before I forget, I couldn't help but notice how much you seem to know about me. Is there anything else you remember?
Yeah, we gotta think about this. And so now, I'm afraid I don't, and as you don't recognize me either, perhaps we weren't acquaintances after all. What I know of you was likely overheard in a tavern somewhere, patrons sharing stories of your famed exploits.
I see. Well, I'll leave it at that then.
Okay, but I'm sure their memories will come back to them at some point. Now, where to begin? Brother, would it not be wise to first apprise the Landsguard of what's happened? Or would you prefer another stern lecture from the Bar of Reason? I'd sooner rip off our tail. Fine. Aren't the Landsguards stationed over here? Could you keep them occupied while we see to the Landsguard? Maybe take them to eat or something. I know. Take them to Aunt T's to sample her tokos. Here, for that first meal of yours we spoiled. Aw, thanks! And just so we're clear, we're not expecting to earn your forgiveness. No amount of good deeds will ever undo our past, but there's always time to build a better future. Well, I appreciate that. So, thank you very much. When you get there, tell her we sent you. She'll see that they're taken care of. Yeah, sadly we won't get to enjoy this with Wook. Yeah, she's the one who wanted to introduce us to Tuliolal tacos, so not meant to be, I guess.
Aunt T's tacos, eh? Let me guess. They serve tacos?
Yes, they do.
Oh, I can hardly wait. I ate tacos all the time back home.
I wonder how different they are compared to what's over here.
Though suppose they wouldn't have to take a more scenic route. Maybe something along the way will help jog Axol's memory?
So now the two of them are accompanying us. Well, we should be able to go from here to, yeah, closest place will be Wachukumeke. Yeah, they should be with me, right? Yep, they are. And I can never be too careful because it wasn't always this way. Yeah, let's run on over. See how the graveyard shift is doing things this evening.
This is the place, right? I can smell the savory meats already. And you must be Aunt T. But Cool Jar Jar recommended we sample your tacos, so we'll have 3 of your finest, please. But Cool Jar Jar sent you, did he? Take a seat and I'll be right over with a tray of our world-famous fare.
Alright. So as we have the opportunity to chill out. Oh, look how happy she is.
Tacos at long last. Oh, how I've waited for this moment.
Yeah, get on in there, young lady. Yeah, she loves them. Yeah, this version of tacos really makes her happy.
I thought nothing can match the rich flavor of our tacos back home, but the spicy seasoning of this meat is something else.
Yeah, I guess we'll need to partake as well. Yeah, eat as many as you like, because this meal's on Bakoja just to hold back. Yeah, hopefully he's got a deep pocket of money or whatever. Yeah, you too there, Mr. Altsall. Appreciate his taking the lead, but we won't be outdone, surely. No, of course not. And so sometime later.
Whew, I couldn't eat another bite. Thanks for treating us. It was almost like a taste of home. Tavnasia.
Tavnasia, huh? Yeah, for a moment I almost saw that as Tasmania.
Seeing as we still have a little extra time to ourselves, care to hear more about Vana'diel?
Sure, why not? Flashbacks. And more pictures.
20 years ago, the land was gripped by a terrible conflict. The Crystal War, they called it. And it wasn't long before my home, Tavnasia, was drawn into the struggle. During the assault on the peninsula, the Beastmen launched a weapon so powerful it sundered the land connecting us to the mainland.
And you couldn't necessarily build a bridge, could you?
Those who survived fled to the Tavnasian safehold. It wasn't much, but we were able to piece together a modest living down in those caves.
Hiding in caves, huh? Also, that's not how you spell Tasmania. It's spelled with an S, not a Z. Yeah, you're thinking of the TV show, aren't you?
Sorry, I'm spoiling the mood, aren't I? You're an adventurer too, aren't you? Have any tales of daring you can share with us?
Where to begin? Yeah. Mathai, of course, just one of many warriors of light who have been going down this crazy path over 10 years plus. Yeah, of course, Mathai can have recalling his own journey in Ishgard and Kerthus and now here in Tuliolal.
Traveling to other worlds and saving this one from the very embodiment of despair.
Well,
wait, really? You're not just an adventurer, you're a goddamn living legend!
Well, maybe in Tuliolal and in Thrall for sure. As well as in Eorzea. A hero and living legend. Oh, what's on your mind there, Altsall? Well, meanwhile, here comes the two-head. Sorry for the wait. There is much to apprise the Landsguard of, as you well know. That Serilja was behind the stolen relics in the sightings of Galur Jar Jar was understandably difficult for them to hear. And yet there are others enticed by the rumors of a strange portal in the woods. I've heard some foolhardy treasure seekers have even gone off looking for it. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Yeah, and it's right out in the open, too. It's not like it's hidden in a cave or something. A dangerous thought, knowing Serilja could show up at any time with more of those echoes. Which is why I'm going back to Juno to make sure our people stay out of there. Yeah, you're gonna need all the help you can get.
If you're going, then so are we. It beats sitting around waiting.
Yes, indeed. So I guess it's time to go back over to Mamook. I will leave the graveyard ship to their thing. I appreciate we conclude this quest with you.
Cause those tacos were bloody brilliant. There's nothing better than good food and good company to pass the time.
Indeed, so we'll take our 3,000 gold for completing this quest.